These are the best carbs to eat when you're trying to lose body fat. I promise if you're scared or avoiding carbs, you're doing it completely wrong. Our client Maurice dropped 9.5 kilos in 12 weeks and he was eating over 180 grams carbs every single day. Leighton's also down 13 kilos, eating tons of carbs every day, and his partner Anna is also down over 8 kilos, eating lots of carbs every single day. I promise this is exactly what all of our clients do. You don't have to stop eating carbs to lose body fat. And today I'm going to show you the best carbs to buy every single week to make your fat loss easier and more enjoyable. Starting with the most controversial carb of all, white bread. In all seriousness, bread is one of the best carb sources to eat, especially when you're on a fat loss phase. It's going to make it so much more enjoyable. For example, the country split white bread, this is the lowest calorie one by far. For 2 slices, it's only 117 calories. And the most common comment and question that me and Cameron cook see all the time is like, what about the sugar? Now, let me just tell you, this bread per 2 slices has 1 gram of sugar. So just keep that in mind. Also, bread's not bad for you. You can make 2 high protein chicken sandwiches for under 500 calories or about 500 calories with 50 grams of protein. This is my go-to meal every single time I do a calorie deficit, and it's one of our clients' favorites by far. Now, if you don't like the country split bread, because it is a little airy, it does have some holes in it, like theoretically, and also no pun intended. The standard like Woolies or Coles white bread, I just tripped over, is also really good. This is 164 calories for 2 slices, so not that much higher to be honest. And these slices are massive, so don't worry, you don't have to give up like eggs on toast, you don't have to give up your sandwiches, you can still eat this. Something common that we always hear is surely the mixed grain bread is healthier for you. That's a whole other video for another day, we'll go deep dive on that. But if you like this stuff and you can make it fit your calories, totally fine to include it, that's all sweet. But keep in mind, this has nearly double the calories of the country split bread and the white bread, so it is much harder to fit. Like 2 sandwiches with the same chicken and stuff, you're looking at like 800 calories instead of 500. So just something to keep in mind. I personally enjoy the taste of white bread better too, but whatever tickles your pickle. A common myth as well is you have to give up all your favorite foods. You just have to make a few simple swaps to make them fit your calories much easier. So something that our clients love is burgers, and especially thins, Tip Top thins. They have these new burger thins, and look, I'm gonna be honest, they're not gonna taste better than like your brioche buns. Like there's no chance, but these are 100 calories. These are 200, 195. So again, you could have 2 of these for 1 of these. Now don't get me wrong, if my calories are higher, which they are at the moment, I'm having these. But if you're dieting, these are elite, and they also have the square ones as well. So they've got the white ones, wholemeal ones. These are so good for sandwiches, for burgers. I'm gonna get these bad boys to try though. And then wraps as well. So other than chicken sandwiches, I would say on par, one of our clients' favorite lunches and mine is chicken wraps, because they're so easy to make. The macros are insane, they're so filling. And with carbs as well, we do want to get for, not all of your carbs, you can have some fun stuff, but we do want to try and make them as filling as possible. And also it's where a lot of your daily fiber intake is going to come from. You're going to get some from your veggies, but your carb sources is where you're going to get most of your fiber. A really good one, this isn't really a carb source because it's like they're like low carb wraps, but anyway, you get the gist. The Carb Mission Balance, these are only 95 calories each. These ones are pretty good too. The Mission Mini, they say mini, but they're massive. Like these are bigger than these. And these ones are 141 calories. So I actually really rate these ones. My current favorite at the moment, the minis, they're not in this aisle. They're not in this aisle, but I will show you my current favorite. I'm having 3 of them, 3 wraps for 500 calories with 50 protein. It's insane. Anyways,
3 wraps?
Yeah, it's so good. I'll show you. Hacks, secrets, bro. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you today. Now, when it comes to carbs as well, there is a time and a place for what is like simple carbs and complex carbs. We don't even really need to talk about that. It doesn't really matter too much, but think sugars. So the best time to have sugars is around your workouts. So for example, something like coconut water is actually a really good carb source. Now, keep in mind, if you're dieting, you're in a calorie deficit, you're trying to keep hunger as low as possible, you probably don't want to drink your calories. But if you're not in a calorie deficit or you just don't have a massive appetite, stuff like this can be really good around your workout, especially if you're training in the morning, you need to get hydrated and you need some quick energy, which is carbs. This is the good stuff. So this is stupid kilojoules. 175 kilojoules. Well, I can figure it out off carbs. So this can has 20 grams of carbs, which is going to be about 80 calories. This is actually really low, hey? Yeah, so 175, 41 calories. Yeah, I was bang on. It's 83 calories, mate. Man knows, eh? And it's pretty much all sugars, which is exactly what you want around your workout. So those are really good. I really like the flavored ones too. My favorite are they don't have them here in the other aisle. The Cocoa Bella, is that what it's called? They're more calories, but they're so good. Nah, the cans, the flavored ones? No, it's not. I'll find it. If I can find it, I'll show you. Moving on to the next carb source, probably the best carb source on planet Earth is fruit. It's got your nutrients, you got your fiber, it's low calorie, high volume, and it tastes fucking unreal. You know those people that like, I don't like fruit? I don't understand. If you don't like fruit, I don't understand that. All fruits are good, just go ham. If a lot of your carbs come from fruit, you're gonna be sweet. How good are nectarines, eh?
That in a fruit salad.
Oh, elite. I think we're in this guy's way. Yeah, that's elite, eh? In the veggie aisle, just a quick note, like the more veggies you eat, the better. I'm sure I don't need to tell you that, but most veggies are gonna be considered like carbs, but they're so low in calories that, yeah, just eat veggies. Eat your greens. Let's get to the real good stuff. I think we've just nailed, out of 4 of my 3 favorite carbs, this is the 3rd one. So after we got breads, fruits, potatoes, probably right there alongside fruit as the best carb source to eat, especially for fat loss, because you can get so much food volume for little calories and it's gonna fill you up for quite a long time. And there's a good amount of fiber too. So like sweet potatoes, perfect. White potatoes, perfect. The goat of carbs when dieting is your spud-light potatoes. 400 grams is only 200 calories, which is fucking insane. That's what we use all the time to make like our cheesy loaded fries, our taco bowls. What else do you use them for? I pretty much use them for those two. Steak and chips, like, yeah, you can't beat these when you're dieting. Honestly, best carb source there is. Also, if you don't have spud-light potato at your shops, they're also called charisma potatoes. Same thing, you might have those as well.
They even have their lower carb.
Yeah. Oh yeah, same, hey. True, and they're cheaper, so. And then just get some hot cross buns and Bob Sean. Some donuts, bro, I know you're waiting.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the best carb source, donuts.
Alright, I lied. The best carb source on planet Earth is actually donuts. Let's be real. Definitely getting those. But nah, on a serious note, I'm sure I don't have to say that, you know, you don't want to make most of your carb sources come from stuff like this. In a deficit, I'd probably stick to this bare minimum, but in saying that, you don't need to take it out completely. You can have them and you do want to still make them fit your calories so you can keep losing fat. And to be honest, these are only 235 calories each, so it's actually not that bad. Honestly, I believe like if you have some cravings, like every once in a while, if you're like, I'm just craving a donut, like Cameron Cooks has been craving Krispy Kremes for that long, I'm like, I'm fucking buying him one, you're gonna eat it. Just do it, like eat the real thing. And this is where I truly believe there's some foods that like I just don't think you should try and make low calorie, because it's not, for example, like a donut, it's 220 calories for the real thing. It's gonna taste really good. And when you try to make like the low calorie donuts, whatever, and like, hey, you save 50, maybe 100 calories, tastes like shit, doesn't even cure the cravings.
They're not even donuts.
You just end up wanting to eat a real thing, and you probably do end up eating the real thing. So I say stuff like that. For me, it's donuts, can't beat that, and almond croissants. You're never making that low calorie and tasting good, so.
Just because it's the shape of a donut doesn't mean it's a donut.
Facts. Cameron Cooks with the facts, eh? With the facts. A really good carb source for a snack is rice cakes and corn thins, especially, I'm a big fan of the cheese ones. They taste bomb, hey? These are so good, and they're so cheap too. So it's 87 calories for 3 and 14 grams of carb. And for a good little snack, so these, just your standard like thin rice cakes, these are so good to put like ham and tomato on. Such a good low calorie snack when you're dieting, or even when I was talking about before with the quick carbs before training, like coconut water. Something that I'll often do before MMA if I train first thing in the morning and I don't have time to eat, or you don't want to be digesting like a full meal, is like a few thin rice cakes with honey or jam on, because it's quick carbs. Sugar is exactly what I need before training. That's really good. And then as Cameron Cooks pointed out, as a good snack, the flavored rice cakes are elite, like the sour cream and chives. And my personal favorite is the salt and vinegar ones. These fucking bomb. We got the goat. Not a like a carb source that I'd say. It's probably a good amount of fat, I'd say. That looks good. Not mine. Another great carb-based snack, low calorie, is popcorn. This is an elite snack if you like, you know, just a little bit of Netflix and chill at night or something. You know what I'm saying? Watching a little Breaking Bad for the 16th time. It's under 100 calories per serve. It's pretty good. And the good thing about popcorn is actually something that a lot of people don't realize. It's actually similar calories to chips. Per 100 gram is 490 calories. Most chips are like 500-ish calorie per 100 gram, but the difference is the size. So with popcorn, when you weigh out a serve, which of the cobs is 20 grams, you get so much more compared to chips. That's why it's a great carb snack, and they have a bunch of flavors, which is pretty sweet. Still down this aisle, my next favorite is Weet-Bix. These are so good to make overnight Weet-Bix, which is another one of our clients' favorite brekkies. You can make 3 or 4 in like 5 minutes. Your meal prep sorted, low calorie, high volume. For 2 Weet-Bix, it's only 110 calories and 20 grams carb, 4 grams of fiber. So if you make overnight Weet-Bix with like say 4 Weet-Bix, you're gonna get 8 grams of fiber as well for a couple hundred calories, which is pretty damn good. That's all I got on that one. You know how I said before we've touched on 3 of my favorite carb sources when dieting? This is the 4th one. I've been eating this for breakfast for like a decade. This is one of the best carb sources ever. It's got lots of fiber, it fills you up, super filling, and also it's like $1.60 for nearly a kilo. So can't go wrong. Down to the noodle aisle. These are elite carb sources as well. The Waka noodles, a little bit more, would you say a little bit more on the calorie dense side? Depends on your appetite, which I'm gonna touch on in a minute, but 126 calories per serve, but per serve is only half. So for one like sheet, I guess you would call it, one pack, you're looking at 260 calories. It's not too bad if you put it with like chicken breast or something and some stir fry veggies, make a noodle stir fry, good to go. It's fucking busy, so yeah. It wouldn't be a carb video without mentioning rice. It's just a staple in all things carbs, dieting, life. I mean, I'm sure you know how many meals you can make with this. Keep in mind, this is something where food volume and hunger comes into play. So for example, if you're having like a taco bowl, it's a great example, like extra minced salads, all that good stuff. Having it with rice, it will be a little bit more calories and less filling than having it with spud-light potato, in my opinion. So for example, when I'm dieting, I'll have taco bowls with spud-light potato. And then right now when I'm not dieting, I'll swap to rice because it changes flavor, can eat more calories. So if you're dieting, we want the opposite. But rice is a great carb source, and if you don't want to cook it yourself, you can be super lazy like me sometimes and just grab the microwave rice packs, and then such an easy meal. Just throw that in 90 seconds, pair it with some protein, some salads, the veggies, good to go. Also, I was trying to show you this before, but I was way too busy. In the wrap aisle, this is what I was talking about. These are the GOAT. These are my new favorite. You get 14 in there. I was about to say like 14, as in eat 14. Mini tortillas, each is only 339 kilojoule and 14 grams of carb, which is, I should know this because I eat them every day, 81 calories each. So I've been having 3 every day. I just leave them open. Salad, chicken tenderloins, and then Dijon mustard. 500 calories, 50 grams protein for 3. I mean, fuck, guys, you can't go wrong, man. Dieting doesn't have to be that hard.
Doesn't have to be shit.
Doesn't have to be shit. You can enjoy it, and like that's the key. Hey, you just need to enjoy the food you're eating. Like I generally, going off on mad tangents here, but I generally like look forward to every single meal I eat every day. Like it's a nice little highlight of the day. I'm like, oh fuck yeah, I can't wait to eat my oats. After the gym, like we'll train, and I'm like, fuck, can't wait to eat my 3 chicken wraps. I mean, just make it easier for yourself. Anyways, let's push on.
Italian.
Cook's dropping some Italian knowledge bombs. I feel like you might get roasted in the comments for that one.
I
What do you
heard
reckon?
that the better quality pasta is more like this color than like bright yellow.
If you know your pasta, let us know. Is that true? Is that not true? Let us know. Anyway, pasta, believe it or not, awesome carb source. Good amount of fiber. You actually get some solid protein as well. So per 100 gram, 364 cal, 71 carb, 12 protein. But most, what do you like about that? Believe it or not, well, it's true. Most people think, like, I could never eat pasta and lose fat. But this is what I was saying before with your appetite does come into play. So personally, for me, pasta when dieting, a little bit too, not dense, so just like I would be still a little bit hungry. But like I have so many clients that smash the pasta for dinner, like, you know, spag bowl, whatever, and lose fat easy because they don't have a raging appetite like a warthog like myself. And cameraman Cook's giving the nod. That's him too. Anyway, pasta, it's good for you. So when I was talking about coconut water before, these are like my favorite coconut waters. They're fucking so good. These are the actually 2 best flavors in my opinion too. Lychee and passion fruit. Fucking $2. Right, it's a good day to be alive, eh?
50 cents off,
It's a great day to be alive. These are elite. So to give you some context, they are, for the whole can, 460 kilojoules, just over 100 calories, and you're gonna get about just under 30 grams of carb. So, by the way, 4 calories per gram of carb. So if you ever wanna like, just quickly do it in your head, if something's 30 grams of carb, 3, 6, 9, 12, 120 calories. Of course, if it doesn't have protein and fat as well, you'd have to factor that in. But yeah, that's a little tip for you. While we're here, protein is also 4 calories per gram. Fats is 9 calories per gram, and that's why fats are so dense. So like a tablespoon of peanut butter, so much more dense and smaller than like a whole bowl of fruit, or like, you know, a punnet of strawberries. Before, when I was talking about fruits, they're all low calorie, but the lowest calorie fruits is gonna be your watermelon, your strawberries, and then all types of berries. I personally like to get them frozen just because they last way longer and they're cheaper as well. Like buying fresh berries these days, that's goals, eh? Blueberries is the goat in my opinion, so smack those in.
Depending on what you're using as well.
Yeah.
Like we say for oats, blueberries.
Off. Can't beat it, eh? The reason why carbs are important, first of all, Cameraman Cooks has been eyeing these off, like, so he just wants to try them. So we're gonna give a little taste test for you. The reason why carbs are important.
How's it smell?
Fuck, smells pretty good.
Yeah,
You want a whiff?
chocolate.
Have a whiff, mate.
Oh, yeah, that's
good, eh?
What's it smell
Have a little,
like?
guys, have a little gander.
Have a gander.
I don't know if you've seen the other video. I don't even know if you left it in when you were talking about the smell coming through the speaker, the screen. Anyway, story for another day. But carbs are important because number one, sanity. You need to stay sane in life, and if you don't have carbs, it's going to be extremely hard to do. On a more serious note, carbs are the body's first energy source. So if you've ever tried to go low carb or you've done a keto diet and you just feel like shit, you're tired, you're lethargic, that is the exact reason. And this is what I was saying as well before with the coconut water, why it's important to have it around training. So if you do want to utilize or use your carbs as best as possible, we're going a little bit too far on the old optimal spectrum now, but keep your carbs around your training because you're going to use them for the most efficient thing possible, which is to build muscle, weight training, sports, etc. They'll also help with recovery as well. So they replenish glycogen in the muscle, aka fucking looks sick, mate, when you got a pump and you got some glycogen. Anyway, I was about to go in a little bit too much detail that doesn't really matter. All you need to know, keeps you sane, keeps you happy. Most importantly, body's first energy source. Good for training and recovery. And let's test this, because that's more important. Oh, bro. That. Yeah, I have it. Out of 10?
Out of 10?
For a cheeky snack? Fuck, that's good, eh?
Oh, yeah, that is good. Mm.
That's a good, what are you saying? I reckon that's a 8.9. That's up there. 20 grams, 99 calories. Can't go wrong, eh?
Have some more, bro.
Nah, they're yours.
Nah,
that's deadly, man. If those are in my house, I'll be smacking more than 100 cows worth. That's another little tip for you. We should end this video, but if you do have things that you struggle to control yourself around, carbs, fats, whatever, but let's say lollies, I was going to touch on lollies when we were in there. They're just straight carbs, straight sugars, which, to be honest, like, again, if you love lollies in between or even during your workout, I personally wouldn't do that, and I don't recommend clients do that in a calorie deficit just because they're so calorically dense, meaning you can just eat so many of them and the calories are so high and you're not going to feel full or satisfied at all. So that's why I didn't go down the lolly aisle, because number one, that's the reason. And number two, for me, fucking love lollies. If they're in my house and they're open, especially like sour worms or something, game over. Like bag gone in a day. Max 2 if I'm got some good willpower in me. But anyway, so if you're the same as me and you have those foods, or maybe it's popcorn for you and you're like, Alex said that was a good carb source, a good snack, but if you're like, I can't control myself around popcorn, I can't just have like one serve, or then just don't buy it. It's better just leave it in the shops and you'll be sweet.
Forget about it.
Forget about it, mate. Anyways, enough talking shit. Hopefully that video was helpful. If you like it, I think you'll like this one too. It'll help you lose fat and keep it off. See you later.